Hey everybody, it's the Van Show. Welcome. Today, we have a very special guest. I introduce you to Miss Linda Joy Singleton. Say hello, Linda.
Hello, Van.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going great.
Awesome. So Linda, we want to get to know a little bit about you.
Okay.
So first start off, tell us where you're from.
I am from a little mountain town near Sacramento, California.
That's wonderful. Do you have any pets out there?
Oh my gosh, do we have pets? We can't have carpet in the house because we have 3 dogs.
Oof.
And there's 4 cats. And then outside, there are also peacocks, guinea hens, 3 horses, and my husband and my daughter, they are pig farmers. So we have baby pigs at least once a week.
Whoa. That's so cool. How many pigs would you say that is?
Oh gosh, right now there's probably about 50 pigs. Yeah,
Whoa.
it's a lot. But
Hey,
you know what? They really, really stink. Yeah.
What a surprise.
I know. So I actually like to stay in the house and I let them take care of the pigs and I hang out with my cats and dogs.
Anyway, so let's get to talking about writing, because that's why we brought you here.
Okay.
So I'd like to talk to you about how long ago did you start writing?
I have stories that I've written going all the way back to age 8.
Whoa.
When I go talk at schools, I have this really fun story about a cat that I show them that I wrote when I was 8, and I folded the lined paper and I made it into a little book. And then a year later, when I was 9, I found I have another copy of the same book, only I'd edited it, rewritten it, put it on nicer paper, added art to it, and made it a lot better. And teachers really love it when I tell them, about rewriting, because rewriting takes something that's messy and it turns it into something that's so much easier to read and it just looks so better. You can be real proud of it.
That's pretty incredible that at such a young age you understood the importance of a rewrite.
I'm actually a little surprised myself because I didn't know anything about writing. Nobody I knew was doing it. I just did it myself. Just all the time I'd be in the back of the classroom at school just filling notebooks with all my stories. I was 14. I wanted to submit to publishers, but I didn't know how. So my dad took a writing class locally, and he was interested himself in writing, but he took a class and he'd come home and he told me how to type it evenly, he'd tell me about margins, indentations, and I submitted my first stories ever when I was 14 to a magazine.
Whoa, very cool.
Yeah, I got some of the best rejections. They were so kind. They were like, keep writing, send us more stuff, just keep working hard at it.
Aww.
I have this big box about this deep, full of rejection letters. But I don't think of them as anything bad. I think each one is like sort of a badge from being in a war or something. It's like I went out there, I tried, that one didn't particularly work, but it was a stepping stone to the ones that did work, to the books that sold. And I've been fortunate enough to have over 50 books sell, so it kind of makes up for the rejections.
I would say so, yeah, that's amazing, wow. So let's talk about some of those books. You brought one of the new ones with you today, right?
Yep, we've got Sun and Sun, and then Crane and Crane came out a few years ago from Amicus Books.
Cool, and so is this kind of a thematic series?
Yes, these it's been described as being told in paired verbs. Basically, they're homonyms, action words. So each one of the words is pitted against another word that sometimes has the exact same meaning. So it's just sort of fun, like with Crane and Crane.
Yeah, can we get a bit of a read from you?
Yeah, I'll show you. So with Crane and Crane, obviously there's the construction cranes and the bird cranes. My husband was a construction crane operator, so he was my first resource and we had long conversations about how to make this book work.
Wow, you lived with the source material.
Yes, that was very fun. And we actually live near a sandhill crane sanctuary in Lodi, California. So with the cranes, you have the same word, lift and lift. And this is, but they're both lifting to build homes, but one is building a home in nature and one is building a home, for a young family that's starting out. But what's fun with this, when I read it, I've turned it into an exercise. So now it's lift. And you get all the kids in the classroom, lift, there you go.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you did pretty good. Okay,
you.
let's see if you can do the next one.
Okay,
stretch. Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Okay, honk, Honk is make a noise. Can you honk?
Honk,
Honk,
honk.
honk. There you go.
And that kind of does sound
Yeah.
like a goose or a truck.
Yeah, and then it just kind of goes with all of these words. Let's see, what's one of the fun ones here? And at the very end, you get the reward of the story with both cranes now have built homes for new families.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, thank you.
Very cool. And so with sun and sun, I imagine we're talking about the sun in the sky
Sun in the sky
and a boy child.
and a boy child. I like to think of it though, it's a story for all families and all parents. So anybody who has any child, the relationship between child and parent in this is just very special. In this particular one, it happens to be a son because sun and sun are homonyms. And that way, they also pit each other by doing different things and yet the same things. So with sun and sun, you know, the sun rises up in the morning to wake up while the sun rises in the sky.
Rise.
Oh, yeah, you're good. This one's not, yeah, this one you can do a little exercise with some of this. And then for shine, the child shines their teeth while the sun is starting to shine in the sky. So it's just really fun that way. And it's a little more words that make you think, where the kids can kind of look at the page and have discussions. It's like, you know, who's making the shadow? Is the sun's making a shadow? And the boy, what is he doing? He's following his dad. He's shadowing his dad. So some of the words kind of will lead to discussions about different homonyms.
Very cool. Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. That's really good. So it's an interactive book. It's also teaching kids about like-sounding words.
Yes. Yeah, and if they go to my website, which is my same name, lindajoysingleton.com, I have downloads, free downloads of activities for both Sun and Sun and Crane. And for those who may know my middle grade series, Curious Cat Spy Club, I have spy kits and a board game that's called Save the Cats, and just a lot of fun activities, plus free short stories and a free book.
Oh, wow. Very generous of you.
Yeah, well, I just love reading and I love writing and just all of it so much, and I love to share it. I mean, some of the most fun times are when you just got kids sitting around you and you're reading to them and they're just so excited about all the words and the stories.
I bet. Now, hey, would you like to play a game with me?
I don't know. Can I trust you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll say yes.
Okay. Are your fingers?
Let's just go with that.
We'll go with that. Okay. Yes, I will play with you.
Awesome. All right, we're going to play a game, and it's entitled Truth or Dare.
Okay, now you're scaring me.
I just say it like that to be dramatic.
Okay.
So would you like to pick truth, or would you like to pick dare?
Well, I am really afraid of what you might make me do with a dare, so I will go with truth.
What have I done to make you think I would be so mean?
Oh, come on. You're fuzzy.
Well,
I'm surrounded by fuzzy creatures at home. I know better.
See, that's smart. That's smart. All right, so we'll take truth. Let me think of a good truth. I got it. Linda, what scares you the most?
The most. Well, ever since I was a little kid, I've had a fear of heights. So when we get in a car and it's like on a high road and I get really high and I can look down, I start to get scared. But when I was little, I kind of figured out a way of making it easier. So I would be in the back seat of the car and I'd close my eyes and I'd imagine that we're driving on clouds so that there was no way the car could fall. And that's sort of how I got through it. And, you know, I had to fly to come here today. So, and that was 3 hours in an airplane. And, you know, I got through it. I do it now. I'm a little afraid still, but I just do it because it's more important for me to talk about my books and just to be with readers, librarians, teachers. I love it so much. It's worth the plane flight.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. This has been awesome.
Well, thank you. You have been very fun.
Oh, well, now, I'm only because you've been so great. Goodbye.
Goodbye.